And welcome back, everyone, to the Final Fantasy Randomizer Winter Marathon 2024. We are raising money in support of the Burn Children's Fund from the South Carolina firefighters. Their mission is to help develop the care of pediatric burn and treatment, the recovery of burn injured children and their families, to help with research and education for firefighter safety and injury prevention, and to help promote burn awareness and fire prevention education. So they're a great cause. We've been talking to a lot of people this week about it, and if you'd love to donate for it, it's an amazing cause to help out a bunch of kids who really need it. We did have one donation come in over our transition here. We have $50 from Rax, saying, getting close to breaking that record, donating towards Nightmare, King Grim, and Hollow Knight, and excited for a bunch more great randomizers this weekend. And that being said, I see we are sitting at $5,110 right now. And if I'm not mistaken, our current second place grand total is $5,114. So anyone want to get in with a $5 donation, you can go ahead and take us on over to our second highest marathon total ever. So let's get that going, and it's all for the kids. Moving right along, though, we have joining me in the booth, Amada and Criella. Hi, how are you guys doing?
All right.
Pretty good.
So we're going to get ready for our Tunic run, if you two want to talk a little bit about it, and then we'll get them started.
Yeah, so, blah. This is going to be a race between Matthias Silvers and Beauty and Discovery. Tunic is a wonderful, wonderful little game, kind of like a little bit of Zelda, a little bit of Dark Souls kind of stuff, and puzzles, all sorts of puzzles. And in that vein, there's like, we're going to be going through a lot of stuff that is going to be secret in the game. There's going to be spoilers galore. It's going to be pretty light early on, but it's going to get heavier later. But this is a game about exploration and discovery in this world. It's real good. Also, we've got Tunk on Beauty's screen, which is amazing.
I didn't even notice that. That is incredible.
I love it. But yeah, we're gonna be showing off all of this game. We're not gonna be paying too much attention to what we're spoiling. So, if a really cool short Zelda-like with a little bit of Dark Souls and a lot of things to discover sounds great, go ahead and donate, and then come back later for the race. But it will be pretty light on revealing stuff early on because of our settings. But with that, I think we're good to start. Am I in the right chat? Yeah. All right. So we're going to start very shortly. 3, 2, 1, go.
Question is, will the runners notice?
Will the runners notice? That is a very good question.
Apparently they didn't.
Runners! Oh no.
Oh, one of them.
Matthias noticed.
Matthias did. Okay.
Oh no.
I pinged him. There we go.
There we go.
Slight scuff.
Oh no.
The odds that matters are completely negligible.
They are relatively negligible. And the runners are going to get straight into it by putting in some codes from the start of the game to get some free bombs. But other than that, there is so much to talk about with Tunic. So the settings we're on are no major glitches, sword progression, seeded enemy rando, and ice ability shuffle, and no ice bolt air. The last one we will talk about when we actually get to the end of the game. But the one you will see very soon, depending on swamp first steps. That's exciting.
That is an interesting seed.
Yeah. Is the seeded enemy rando. Those enemies are not usually those enemies. They are usually different. They are usually much less dangerous enemies.
Generally.
It is interesting to see our runners ignore that swamp hint, which is quite reasonable.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go to swamp right away
Yeah.
either, personally.
Swamp is a kind of scary area, and especially on seeded enemy on enemy rando, where those enemies can be as some of the most dangerous things in the game. Going to swamp now without any tools is a bad plan. So, skipping it now and trying to find something else is is probably the way to go. Guys, so
I am so excited to see how this rando unfolds. What is Matthias is in the
cards
shop.
in shop.
2 cards in shop. Are
Neither
either
of them terribly interesting, though.
I was about to say I don't know what either of those cards do.
Yeah, that was the heart card. It gives you hearts when you kill enemies.
That's what that does.
It's not bad for survival, but it
Is probably not worth the 300 fox bucks it takes to obtain
it's
it.
definitely not worth the 300 fox bucks it takes. And then the other one was the tincture, which increases damage and reduces defense. It's sometimes useful, but rare. Not usually.
Now seems like a great time to point out that Beauty has hit a mirror trap and also a freeze trap back to back.
Yeah, so that is some of the many things. Oh,
and there's our first death.
That is some of the many things that can be in the full straps, and we do have an incentive for even more full straps that will replace more of the low value gold that they can find in the chest with more traps. But that right. What do they need to win this? We're looking for 3 questigons and definitely not more traps. God, I love the full traps. They are
Traps
great.
are so good.
They are looking for 3 questigons, which will unlock the final boss. And then they're also looking for prayer, a specific ability that they do not currently have because of ability shuffle. But that they will need to actually go fight the final boss.
I suppose. No, a way into temple isn't a thing. And that is a problem here.
A way into temple is still a problem. I don't think they're doing no major glitches as a rule set, which does mean that the most game breaking. Whoa!
Oh,
hello.
Speaking of the keys,
Speaking of a
there's
questagon,
red key. Just
just
chilling.
There is one of our keys.
Yeah, I believe. Ooh, that is also a sword upgrade. Apparently, town is the place to go right away.
Yeah, apparently that's good. That is the kind of thing we're looking for before heading to swamp.
You definitely want at least 2 of the 4 sword upgrades that exist in order to actually beat the final boss. You can do it with a stick. I would not advise attempting that personally, but
I definitely don't recommend it on no major glitches where, in addition to not being able to do ladder storage, you can't do upgrade stealing, which would let you just get a whole bunch of health for the air.
And they can't use the ice bolt strats against it for
reasons. that is our last rule set, is that they can't use a specific strat that makes the air very safe. So when we do finally get to that fight, it will be a fight.
Oh, the classic roll into the chest. You love to see it. If you have ever played this game, you have done that several times, and if you say otherwise, you are lying.
Yeah, but right now they're working through Overworld. It'll be Overworld is very dense with checks and relatively easy. It's the first area that most players will be in the game, and the enemies, while they are randomized, do have they are randomized with similar difficulty enemies. Ooh, we've got Tiny Fox.
I don't think they have that setting on.
I think they do, because I haven't seen anything unexpectedly difficult here. And
maybe.
I don't remember seeing anything in our practice either.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Maybe they do have that setting on.
This is all oozes and burbs.
Ooh.
I missed what that hint
was an
What was it?
interesting wisdom on Beauty's screen.
I missed what it was. What was it?
Defense relic is in gathering place.
Oh, that is interesting.
That depending on which of the 2 free places that could be, that could mean we're just not seeing a defense relic this seed.
Yeah. So there is an additional important setting to flag that they have laurels, which is a very important movement item. It turns the roll into a short blink, set to 10 fairies. So they know where that is. It's also why neither of them peeked in there to try and see what the 10 fairy chest was, because they knew it was laurels. But that does mean that defense relic is either the scavenger's mask. That's scary.
Oh, and apparently shields in swamp. That's news you really don't want when your first steps are also in swamp.
But the laurels being guaranteed to be 10 fairies means that the only options for that other one either requires Holy Cross, which we'll talk about a little more later, or 20 fairies, which is unlikely.
All of them.
Yeah, is all of them, and is not something that's going to happen. So that's possible. It's possible that they will not have the defense relic this seed.
I suppose we should explain what the relics actually do.
Yeah,
we've been talking about them so much.
We should. The relics are very important. Some of them are very important for the actual endgame fight. In order to actually use the stats you get and the upgrades you get on the air fight, you have to have the relic. If you do not have the relic, you just get baseline stats. So with defense, that will mean they basically will not be able to take a hit from the air, who does a lot of damage.
Oh, unless HP relic and several health upgrades will tank him a couple hits, but...
Yeah. But since they can't upgrade steel, they can't just get an arbitrary amount of health. So they will have to... yeah, and they have to find the health upgrades. I've seen several. They actually looks like they have quite a few health upgrades. Skipping that one intentionally, which
interesting strat.
It makes sense. There's another opportunity to grab it if he decides he wants it on the way out of here, and additionally, sometimes you don't want to, because there's a lot of times where you want to just let an enemy kill you to reposition.
Old house key. That
yeah
could provide some interesting...
Okay, that's the sword upgrade they've already found.
Yes, it is. Also, one of the 2 best hint foxes that you can get. we love the fishing fox.
The fish fox is so good. So Matthias is moving into East Garden now, which is the second area.
East Forest.
Or East Forest, right. I always confuse them because we have East Forest and West Garden.
I suppose we did also see from, I forget which runner, but one of them saw a hint for a sword upgrade in West Garden.
They both saw that hint, and yeah. It'll be interesting to see if either of them decide to try to go for that without the lantern. I don't know if either of them like doing lanternless darkroom.
I'm pretty sure they both explicitly do not enjoy doing that.
Makes sense. Oh. All right, Beauty's actually gonna go for that swamp hint from. Oh, whoa! Oh no! Oh. Beauty has accidentally clipped out of the world, and
oh no!
Oh no! Oh,
we
that's
were just talking about this before the run.
We were a little.
I've never seen that one before.
Didn't go into the cave with no item but a potential hint fox, and had to go all the way back. I'm gonna go ahead and use some dynamite to get that check. So not entirely a waste.
Oh, that really sucks for Beauty.
Yeah, the level geometry can occasionally be a little janky.
I'm pretty sure that's the one spot you can do that without laurels. At least that I'm aware of. There might be another one.
There are several spots where you
Oh,
can
boy.
clip out without laurels. It's surprisingly easy.
Oh boy.
Oh, would you guys mind if I jumped in for 1 second?
No, we would
Go
not.
ahead.
All right, we have a $10 donation from Clementitas. This is my first time watching Tunic. Let's see what this onslaught is all about. $10 for the onslaught incentive. And with that donation, it puts us at $5,120. This is now officially our second highest ever marathon that we've ever achieved. If we want to try pushing for that first place, which I know we can, our next goal is going to be $5,904. I know we can get there with your guys' help. Thank you.
Woo! It is now all high scores. There is only up to go from here. And yeah, with that, if we get that incentive met, the runners will be able to change that midstream, and it will just make it so even more of the gold is traps. So more of them getting frozen and what? Okay.
Oh, there's
Oh.
blue. Okay. That is what what is this
Matthias
seed?
This seed is interesting. Matthias is skipping out on that hint.
Bold play.
The hero's grave foxes have a hint at them for a major item. So it's interesting to see him skip that.
Actually, was the flame on the torch lit? Because if it was, he already has it.
I think it was, but we'll.
I was too busy looking at the blue Questagon.
Yeah, the blue Questagon was definitely the oh what?
Well, Beauty will be going there eventually.
Yeah,
so we'll just pay more attention when.
Beauty has taken the game's hint and in terms of not going to swap quite yet, and has redirected to East Forest. So Beauty will be coming along shortly, and we can see. I don't think they have any other major items right now.
Scavenger mask and old house key.
Oh,
but
scavenger mask can be hinted.
I think they. Or did they? Was that a hint, or did they pick it up? I already forgot.
They picked it up. They have Scavenger's Mask, and both of them now have Old House Key, which unlocks a couple checks back in Overworld.
Big head fox. I love big head fox.
Big head fox. More big head fox is what you can look forward to with Onslaught.
I suppose the best combination is big head tiny fox, which ends up with regular sized fox head on comedically small body.
It's amazing.
It is an incredible combination, and it is so rare.
So far, it looks like the enemy randomizer has been pretty kind to them.
So far. I believe we've also only seen 2 tables so far, which is disappointingly few in my opinion.
It is, but we get to see one right now, and oh, Beauty's trying to get a Slorm out of the way to get a chest. There we go.
Oh.
The T tables are definitely my favorite enemy.
They are by far the best part of enemy rando. That or the giant slime is the runner up for best part of enemy rando. But
really, there's a lot of good parts about enemy
there's a lot
rando.
of good enemies in here. I'm thinking we're about to see not guard captain in a few seconds on Matthias' screen, unless he goes and does something that I'm not expecting.
Let's see what today's mini boss that is definitely a boss, we promise, is. Another custodian.
It's another custodian. Interesting. I do believe there's one possible permutation of this. I forget which enemy it is. It's not this one. But there's one enemy that if that boss is, the health bar just never disappears for some reason.
Oh, it's one of the enemies that can be randomized into is actually a little squad of enemies, 4 little skeletons. It's really cute. Oh, there's Ice Bolt. We don't have any of the other components for that, but that's still useful for them.
That could be something at some point.
Yeah, it could be something, but right now it's kind of.
Well, right now they straight up can't use it, so.
Yep.
I don't know why I always forget you can ring the bell with a stick, even though that's literally what you do in vanilla.
No, you usually have the sword by then.
Oh yeah, you do usually have the sword by then. Unless you're me, but...
Yeah. It's
actually,
possible to get there.
No, never mind, I did have the sword by then.
But yeah, it does feel a little weird. looks like Beauty should be coming up on the hexagon and the hint soon.
Relatively soon. I am.
I think Matthias either wanted to reset aggro or realized that he forgot some checks in here. Because there's a check behind there and there's a check through that forest. Ooh.
I'm gonna go with forgot there was a check back there, by the looks of it. No, this is definitely an intentional death warp. Definitely.
Definitely.
Definitely an intentional death warp backwards. That is an incredibly conveniently positioned turret.
It is. Just break that grass. So one of the settings is sword progression, which in addition to meaning they don't have a sword right now, they did both get a stick, but as everyone will know from the vanilla game, sticks can't cut grass or trees. Or whatever those are. So
bushes are the mortal enemy of all fox.
Yeah. So Beauty is trying to use that spiky critter to cut the grass instead. Matthias actually used a bomb there, and
Beauty tried to use a bomb, but it rolled off.
Yeah, but it rolled off. You're having way more success with that.
It's another facet of enemy rando. Usually the enemy that is where that thing spawned is a little bit more cooperative in terms of cutting through bushes, but not this time.
Yep. There's the questagon. Coin.
Oh! Coins in the well. Oh boy.
Oh, that's a fascinating hit, and Matthias didn't grab that. Oh man.
We do know, I forget which of them saw it, but we know 15 coins is nothing important.
Yeah, we know 15 coins is dead.
Is that a table stuck in the wall? I think that was a table. No, that was a fairy stuck in the wall.
But that means they need that there is an important item. It's not necessarily an item they need, but there is an important item on either 3, 6, or 10 coins. So they will be checking the well whenever they have enough coins for those.
For the content, I kind of want it to be 10, but
oh, that would make this exceptionally hilarious.
Ooh,
how did we miss the tables?
How did we miss the 2 tables in town? I want to say Matthias on the way to a toll right now.
Looks like.
Presumably.
The down.
Nope. Hourglass cave.
Cleaning up the beach, from the looks of it. And then probably a toll. Yeah. The interesting thing about that hint is.
Look at that turret turned into a table.
Yeah, that's great. It's just stuck there. That's amazing.
This might be the one room that's more friendly in than vanilla.
This is probably one of the only rooms that isn't more difficult. Because in vanilla, that's 3 turrets, and they just light into you.
Looks like Matthias probably going over here wanting to not have what happened during our practice seed happen again. Beauty just cleaning up the East Forest.
Yeah, but anyway, with that hint being coins, other than the first steps hint that they still haven't gone to, because neither of them wants to go to swamp if they can help it. At least not without at least a sword. But that's really the only place they've been told that something is. Because coins can be anywhere, so they're just gonna have to search to find coins. I love Custodian in that position because it's even less of a threat than the normal enemy. Beauty's being really cautious there, but
is Beauty low on health or just being cautious?
Probably just being cautious. I mean, it can light you on fire if it hits you. And it does do a reasonable chunk of damage.
Yeah. Although at the same time, that is an if that it hits you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
But at
with
this
runners
point,
of this skill, I would be relatively surprised if they did hit them.
don't trust the custodians.
Never
They
trust the
never
custodian.
trust the custodian. Okay,
Oh,
now
Matthias
yeah.
actually did not have Scavenger Mask, but
No,
now he does.
Beauty did. Yeah, Matthias is actually cleaning up a bunch of checks that Beauty's already done, so they are actually about even right now.
Yeah. We have yet to see
We'll
any
see.
huge progression items.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
That swamp might be holding on to something really good here.
I wouldn't, at this point, I wouldn't even be surprised if it has like Holy Cross or something.
Yeah.
Shout out the table.
Love table. It's
Tables are so good. And their AI
Oh,
definitely
oh,
understands
no.
what walls are. This is not a great
Yeah,
position for Beauty.
Got out of it.
Got out of it with a
Those-
well-placed bomb.
Those spinny slimes are no fun.
Those things are the absolute bane of anyone who's ever faced them's existence.
Yeah, and especially on the randomizer where you can be facing them without a sword, they're bad. Like
Without enemy rando, it'll expect you to at least have a stick.
yeah. It to get in, but even with a stick, like if you have to take one of them on just face forward, you're taking like most of your health at base fox levels before it
Yeah.
dies.
I am very curious what this hint that Matthias is about to read says.
Dark Tomb for one of the hero relics. I didn't see which one.
I want to say that was
Oh.
HP.
Looks like Matthias is thinking about doing a clip here.
Thinking
Not
about it.
getting it. Gonna do it.
Yeah, the path to get down there normally in enemy rando, not fun.
Yeah, it can be quite dangerous. The crabs can be replaced with some very dangerous enemies. And
Even without enemy rando, the crabs are a problem.
yeah, even without enemy rando, the crabs are no fun. Just gonna go for it. Was that a pair of vanilla crabs?
I think it was.
That's kind of amazing.
Oh boy, that is the threatening version of that enemy that Matthias is looking at.
No, I think it's normal. Hey, Tiny Fox. That enemy is weird, cause so there's the scary version that is basically you. Oh, that's a sniper there.
That is not a great. That's an ice sniper. That's an even less pleasant combination of things.
Oh, yeah, that chest is gonna be fun to try to get.
That chest might end up staying there,
Yeah.
depending on how Matthias is feeling.
It's definitely gonna stay there for now.
A coin.
It looks like
we
Beauty
know, but
wants it-
Matthias does not know is important.
Yeah.
Unless Matthias did read it and we both just completely missed that.
I don't think we did, but we might have.
I can't rule out that happened. That is an abysmal place for a fairy that Beauty is looking at right now. But he managed to get it.
So what else in chat? First steps cannot be 4 skulls. Oh, that would be so cursed if it can be. No, 4 skulls.
That is a good thing.
Yeah, 4 skulls is one of the only checks in Swamp that actually has other requirements to be in logic.
That said, they do have those requirements now, so
True.
it could be shield, which would be gross, but
Okay, yeah, Beauty actually got into well here, so that's his plan.
looks like
it looks
Matthias
like-
is going
yeah.
into Frog's domain.
Which
It's an area that is in the game.
if there's something good in there, could be great. If there isn't, can be very dangerous.
It all depends how the enemy rando is feeling.
Yep.
Although that enemy, I think, no, that's wrong frog, is what that is.
Oh no, there's
Oh no,
there's
the slurm is
slorms in
actually
the
a
well
slorm.
still.
They're not supposed to be there. This is enemy rando.
Oh. Yeah, well is usually terrible on normal randomizer and a little friendlier on enemy randomizer because there are not nearly as many of those slorms, which
Yeah,
again,
I learned that the stick
quite
does not work
dangerous.
if you were on a staircase. Oh, that is an
Oh
abysmal
my
room in
God.
Frog's domain that I just looked
Yeah,
at.
yeah, this is some yeah, Frog's domain can be real bad. Like those are some nasty looking enemies.
I'm honestly surprised we didn't see a quit out there from Matthias. That's what I would have done in that situation.
Matthias generally doesn't seem to do a lot of quit outs.
Hmm.
I've definitely seen Beauty do a few, but Matthias seems to prefer not to.
Fair enough. I think worst case for Matthias here is Beauty finds Orb, and one of the Orb locked checks in Frog's domain is something.
That would be worst case here. Is that he has to come all the way down here again later.
Now the flip side to that coin is Matthias finds Prayer, and the one Prayer locked check in Well is something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, there is every option for both of them to get a huge lead here.
But
it all depends on where there is actually items.
The third option is neither of them find anything,
Yeah,
and they both wasted a bunch of time.
Yeah, yep, that is indeed the third option. Beauty looking like he's skipping checks right now, but there's actually somewhere you can drop down there. So he's actually going to go hit this shortcut and then probably go back and get those in a bit.
Who knows? That bomb did a lot more damage than I was expecting it to.
Bombs are real good. If you've got a
That
surplus of them and not a lot of other combat tools. Oh, I think that's our first hero relic.
I believe so.
That one's not incredible, but is definitely useful.
Mm-hmm.
Because it will keep your dodging up, and that is definitely a way to lose an air fight very quickly. Is just running out of SP and missing a dodge completely.
I don't even know. I don't even know. Like, I want to rank the relics, but like 4 of them are extremely good. SP is still very good, and then there's Potion Relic. We don't talk about Potion Relic.
Yeah, Potion Relic is definitely the one that is going to be like, oh, okay, I guess I have that now.
Ooh, that's a painful death from Matthias.
Yeah.
Inverted Ash is, I think it. No, they have Ice Bolt strats off. Never mind. Not a particularly good card then.
It still has utility, but neither of them seem to prefer magic dagger strats for the air.
I think we saw Matthias doing it in the practice run.
Oh yeah, we saw Matthias doing it a little bit for just some safety of using a couple stuns. But definitely wasn't using it as
you
core
really can just walk off that ledge.
Yep,
Okay.
just right off. And I think these are the last 2 checks here that that Beauty can access right now.
All right, now we get to. I don't think that crocodile friend is going to let Matthias open the lever.
Yeah, not without a fight, but have some health to spend. It looks like that's it for Well on Beauty's end. Didn't find anything too spectacular, I think.
I didn't see anything incredible.
Yeah.
But also I have been looking at Matthias and Frog.
Yeah, so. Matthias dancing around this crocodile.
Oh. He didn't even kill the crocodile. You know, if I were Beauty looking at that room, I would turn around and leave personally. But
he just bombs it and keeps going. making a quick exit from well.
More power to him.
Yeah. Now let's see what he does next. I, I really hope they don't. I don't know what the swamp hit is, but I really hope they don't just sit on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not green key because
No, it can't be green
those just
key.
don't show up in the
Yeah.
first steps hints. Despite the fact that I think 2 of our keys did not require a single item to access,
Yep.
which is extremely cursed. But
Yeah, that's great.
I'm getting the vibes that this is a prayer and ziggurats. Oh no, that can't be a thing. That's not a thing.
Yeah, that can't be a thing.
It's not a thing.
I am definitely getting vibes that this might be a prayer seed, where the last item we're looking for is prayer rather than a questagon.
Mm-hmm. Or just the last questagon is going to be somewhere abysmal, locked behind something that's in ziggurat. But
Yeah.
or just actually having to fight a boss.
All right, Matthias is giving up on this.
Understandable decision.
Yeah, understandable decision. I think of the checks still down there, half of them are orb or laurels locked anyway. So going somewhere else is not a bad decision if like, unless what he's left behind is orb. If he has to come back, he would have to come back anyway.
That is true.
Oh, I think Beauty is going for swamp.
Walking past this corner to make sure he doesn't clip out of bounds again.
Yep. Oh, that's so funny.
That was such an unfortunate time loss on his end.
Mm-hmm. Yes, especially if he was planning to go to swamp and just aborted because of that. That was a good choice in recovery.
Ooh,
Yep, and there's a sword on Beauty.
That very well could have been the first steps.
I can never remember if first steps can hint sword upgrade. That is more likely.
That was definitely
wow. Oh! That
huge.
Regardless of whether that was the hint, that is a big find.
I believe that technically puts Beauty only needing the blue key.
To access the boss, yeah. I don't think I think the only combat tool he has is the sword. So he'd probably be looking for gear still for
true.
quite a while.
Baffled if he actually tried to beat the air on this level of gear.
Yeah, it is technically possible, but it is a slog, and it is
Oh, there's the shield.
Oh,
and the
that's
mild
good shield.
flashbang on.
Yeah, mild flashbang.
That enemy in this area kind of just does that.
Actually, Beauty might end up looking for Aura Gem. Because Beauty likes doing shield strats for the air. So with the shield, if Beauty can find Aura Gem, he's actually in good shape to just go.
Mm-hmm. So as it turns out, Swamp was the play.
Yeah, especially especially those 2 chests in particular are like do not require any combat. Like there's nothing dangerous can happen to you for those 2 chests.
I wouldn't put it. Let me rephrase that to say that the logic doesn't assume anything dangerous can happen to you on the way to those 2 chests.
Sometimes it can happen to you anyway, like, clipping out of the world.
Not expecting to see a clip out of bounds before Laurels.
Especially that I think I've done it there once, but like that is not a fun place. Oh good, I get to casually make fun of Matthias for not knowing about the ladder right there.
In all fairness, I also did not know about that ladder.
I think he just saw the prop.
In all fairness, you are the first person who I saw use that ladder. So
I mean, there's such an obvious path. Why would there be a ladder there? Okay, other than the turret, that's not too bad for that enemy placement. Oh. Yeah, no, you're just stuck.
Okay, that table is not gonna let Matthias out of that.
The table proving its actual worth here as a roadblock.
Beauty
Oh
at 9
no,
fairies.
and he's
Oh,
he has
no, he's in
checkpoints still in front.
No!
Oh, we'll see it. We'll see if he takes the checkpoint.
Considering what happened to him in our test run, I would
I
be
think he's gonna
relatively
go check
surprised
the
if he
checkpoint.
didn't take the checkpoint
Yeah.
here.
Oh, that is.
That
I didn't notice him leaving last time. That is a nice enemy to have there to get in. Not
Not
as
when
great
you're
going
leaving.
out. Yeah, as chat says, if you can avoid it, never save in Frog's domain. It's a bad choice. It's one of those, especially on Enemy Rando. Sometimes you do it anyway, cause like the walk back is as long as the walk out. So if you expect to die there, sometimes you just eat the fact that you're gonna be walking out.
Unless you have Deathstone, then you can just.
Unless you have
warp out,
Deathstone.
But
Yeah.
neither of our runners have Deathstone yet,
No. So Deathstone is a rando added item that basically it works as kind of a combination homeward bone, so teleporting to their last checkpoint, and fast travel to the overworld. So once you have Deathstone, you can do a lot of like, oh, I'll just save here because I can just go to the overworld instead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing with that sword and with that sword in hand and the scavenger's mask, it looks like Beauty is going to be heading to Quarry.
That is a very understandable play.
Yeah. Quarry. So Quarry. Oh, that
is
I
an
hope
annoyingly
Beauty can get. I
located
hope Beauty can get around that table. That actually could be a problem.
That might be a problem.
Let's find out. Okay, good.
One thing the Rando did do is it made the table hitboxes smaller for, I believe, that exact reason.
Yes, yeah. Apparently, during the early enemy Rando days, Beauty was actually getting stuck in quite a lot of places like that because of those tables. Okay.
Gun is in
Their
Overworld.
Fox's gun is in the overworld.
Because every fox should be trusted with at least one shotgun.
Correct. That probably means it's on a Holy Cross check. I'm not 100% sure, but I think Beauty has gotten all the checks elsewhere.
It could be that one check on the beach. That is, I believe, Laurel's locked.
Oh yeah,
because
there's
the
a few
enemy is not
Laurel. Yeah, there's
grappleable.
a few Laurels locked and orb locked checks as well in Overworld that it could be.
Mhm.
I'm really trying to keep an eye out for what their coin and ring count is. Or
I have
not
completely
ring,
lost.
fairy count.
Beauty is on 9 fairies. Matthias
Okay.
And I'm not even going to pretend I know how many coins the runners have.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be watching for their inventory in a bit.
I'm not going to know how many coins they have until they go over to the well and start tossing them in personally. But
Yep. But at 9 fairies, that would mean they're close to getting laurels. So, and probably both runners are kind of close to getting laurels.
I believe there were also quite a few fairies in swamp. So Matthias is about to realize that he should have paid a little more attention to the first steps.
Look, swamp sucks.
I'm not saying I would have gone to swamp either, but
I probably would have, but that's because I'm a little crazy.
just a little.
Yeah. Like I would have been in swamp for that. I would have gotten the mask. I would have then gone to and there's prayer. Would have gone to lower quarry without the mask.
That you are the kind of person that would do that.
I am. Maybe not on enemy rando, because on enemy rando, quarry is quite scary. Because these are some strong enemies, and they are replaced with correspondingly strong enemies. And that change to what is where can make a lot of difference. Oh,
Ooh,
that's
Holy Cross
easy
in
to get
quarry.
Holy Cross. Okay. So that'll unlock a bunch of checks in Overworld. It looks like Beauty wants to get a little deeper in quarry first. But
Oh, man, I mean, he's here.
Yeah, why not? At least get the checkpoint, just in case he has to come back and do Ziggurat.
Hopefully that's not the case. Although for the content, hopefully it is the case. But hopefully for the runner's sake, it is not the case.
Oh, I don't think Beauty came and got this.
Dias
isn't getting it quite yet either.
I'm pretty sure Beauty did grab that chest, and it just wasn't anything important. I could be completely wrong there.
Yeah, I don't.
I was not aware that spiders could do that. Okay.
That was a nice dodge there too.
Yeah. Very impressive.
That could have easily killed Beauty.
Impressive plays and impressive game knowledge from Beauty.
Yeah.
It looks like Matthias is about to discover that this chest is several orders of magnitude worth of not fun.
Oh,
it was a coin. Matthias still does not know that coins are important, so...
And there's 10 fairies for Beauty. It looks like that might have been all he wanted down here.
Yeah. Looks like that is a slurm stuck in a wall on Matthias's screen.
Yeah. Looks like...
You love to see it.
Oh, that's important.
That is, I dare say, the single most important relic.
It absolutely is. So that will make the air fight a lot cleaner. And it also provides a small attack boost. So
looks like Beauty not going for top of the mountain.
No, but really, who can blame him? I think he's going. I think he's. That's fair. That's fair.
Was that is like 3 minutes worth of inputting a code for something that might not even be anything.
Something that, in all likelihood, is nothing. Yeah.
But then
it's definitely one of those checks that you.
It's one of those checks that if you go for it, it's nothing. But if you leave it, then it was something.
It's always important. It's always important if you leave it.
It's what is it? It's top of the mountain and the entirety of Frog's domain. They have that curse.
Yep.
Just the whole area.
Yeah, it looks like Beauty is making a beeline for those laurels and just grabbing Holy Cross checks on the way.
Reasonable play. I wonder if he is going to... I did not know you could open that door from that far away.
Oh yeah, you can open that door.
Scavenger boss is a fool trap. Good information.
That is good information.
That is also a
fool trap. A brief, dark, huge fox head. Oh, it looks like Matthias is diving back into swamp.
Interesting. I wonder what he's thinking he missed.
I mean, there's a bunch of checks still left in there.
There are.
I don't remember if we saw anything interesting. He does have the attack relic now, so he's gonna be hitting a little harder. And there is Beauty's laurels. Oh, MP relic
is in Overworld somewhere. Almost certainly in a Holy Cross code.
Mm-hmm.
And 50-50 on Beauty picking up the defense relic in a couple seconds, if he can input the code correctly. That is one of the longer codes.
And it wasn't.
Oh,
so
well,
they
we're
will
not seeing a defense relic today.
They will almost certainly not be getting the defense relic. Oh, there we go.
Yep, there's an out of bounds.
That happens with laurels. The randomizer adds a very helpful safety feature there of instead of it just killing you on the death plane, you will get warped back to where your last safe ground was.
Does not pick up the money, probably worried it's a trap.
yeah. That is you on double traps, that is definitely somewhere like that is definitely something you will see our runners ignore. Just like, nope, don't need that.
I guess maybe Beauty's going for top of the mountain now, that or he's just on the way back to quarry. I can't quite tell. Maybe both.
Possibly both. It looks like he just Laurel's does make quarry navigation a lot simpler, which even with normal enemies helps a ton.
Congrats, Matthias. Congratulations on your effigy.
Yeah, it looks like he just wanted Laurel's to do quarry. So that's a long walk there and back, but Laurel's could make up for it. Quarry can be quite dangerous. He can also skip straight to the Questagon hint, which might be relevant, might be nothing, but it can still skip him to the top of quarry rather than the bottom, which can also be an easier way to navigate quarry.
I'm just now realizing, is it always 3 Questagon hints and 3 Path of the Hero in the same configuration? Because I thought it was one big pool shuffled randomly.
No. So the hero shrines all have big hints. 3 of the shrines, specifically the East Forest, the Fortress, and the West Garden hint. Oh, he got lucky. This one still has the Questagon hint.
Ooh.
And it's in Overworld.
Which is almost certainly a Holy Cross code somewhere.
Yeah.
Also going to check the Far Shore, which is, I believe, our first seeing of it. Is that anything useful? I don't think that was anything useful.
I didn't see anything, but... So that is big information, and unless it's on one of the 2 orb locked checks, because there is 1 or 2, or is it just 1?
Well, I'm pretty sure we've seen one of them is not a green chest, so
that is true. That is true. We can see all of the orb locked chests in Overworld.
What is the other one you're because there's the one that's like the grapple right next to the checkpoint. What's the other one?
I think that's the only one that's just orb locked.
Yeah, I think Laurel's can cheese any of the other ones. We may end up seeing a absolute jet seed from Beauty here.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to be confident doing the fight right now, because he does still, like, unlike Matthias, he doesn't have the attack relic.
That is true. I don't even think he's really been to it at all yet, has he?
No.
Looks like either
he grabbed full trap.
Full trap.
He grabbed one of the hints, or not one of the hints. He grabbed the out of the way chest in Atoll, but otherwise I don't think he's been there. It looks like he's going to go into West Garden, probably to get that sword that was hinted earlier.
Makes sense. Apparently what he's also going to get is Shrunk, but a shout out to that Skip. He is supposed to be call him a full boss in that little arena that Beauty just zipped around, but you can just cut through the corners and skip the trigger.
Yep. Laurels means never having to fight that boss.
Poor Garden Knight.
Yeah, but back to going way back to sword progression. The swords there will be 4 progressive swords in the game. The first one gives you the stick, the second one gives you the normal sword, and then the next 2 give you a sword that has an attack upgrade and a slight range upgrade. And that little bit of range upgrade can make a huge difference in the air fight, and especially in making sketchy air fights matter. Which,
without the attack relic, Beauty is definitely in a early sketchy air fight looking situation.
Yeah, the current... Oh, there's orb on coins. Looks like orb on 3 coins.
That is almost certainly the hint we saw earlier for coins in the well. Unless the well has more secrets for us, which...
That would be impressive.
I mean, like, what else? What could even be there? Lantern, I guess?
Some options.
Wand?
I mean, there's other things that could be on the coins, yeah.
I guess Matthias really wants that chest.
Matthias is going through the dark room.
Going through dark beneath the vault. Bold and out of logic play for Matthias.
Yeah.
Let's see if it plays out for him. I don't really know what could be back there at this point, but
yeah, I don't suspect it will, given what we know. It could, like, Magic Dagger could be back there, which would be helpful. Or a gem as well.
Or a gem actually could be huge if it's back there. I think we've seen the hints for most of the relics from Beauty at this point. We know defense is nowhere. HP, I think we saw a hint. I can't remember where it was. Well, that was the hint where you saw where it was and I saw what it was. Where was that?
Oh God, I think it was Overworld.
That checks out. Probably another Holy Cross code.
Okay,
there's the sword
upgrade.
Or a sword upgrade. That there could be another one back here.
There could be two, but that is
sword
at
could be
minimum.
any number.
At minimum, Beauty has seen what he came here for, which was a sword upgrade. Muffling Bell's fun, but it's a bit late.
Bit late, but never too late for Muffling Bell in enemy Rando.
No,
that
never
is a
too
table
late.
inside the chest. That is a wonderful sight.
So Muffling Bell slightly reduces your aggro radius, which can be real useful when you have sketchy enemies to deal with.
No, Beauty, you didn't peek the item behind that ledge. What if it's something?
He did activate it, so we might just go. Oh, Orange Peril Ring. Okay.
That is massive, especially without the attack relic.
Yeah, Orange Peril Ring is one of those. It can make a sketchy attack, a sketchy air fight much sketchier, but also much shorter. it is even without the relic a full double damage on your attack.
Oh, there's the MP relic.
Mind,
super helpful. Beauty has not actually used any magic yet.
I don't think he has any spells yet. We do know that Gun is in Overworld
somewhere, allegedly.
Yeah, somewhere. But it's also a little late for Gun as well.
Shout out to the code that Beauty is inputting right now. I had a mild mental breakdown trying to figure it out in vanilla.
Oh, same. And
that's where the gun was.
Appropriate. Yeah, it looks like he's just cleaning up checks.
I don't actually think the Invisible Maze Cave technically counts as Overworld.
It does not. That is something that can be important to know for, like, if you're really trying to cut a corner on hints. Is Overworld, a hint saying Overworld does not count a lot of the little rooms. Those are all hinted separately.
I'm surprised
we're looking. You frequently, if you're still looking for other items, you still want to open stuff, and like Beauty is definitely still looking for other items. We're still looking at a very sketchy fight here.
Plus, he also knows there's something in the well, so he probably is looking for coins as well, and not to mention the attack relic.
Yep.
We're both just gonna graze over the part where Matthias just got killed in Eastern Vault. Or East Fortress. Looks like he's deciding that maybe going out of logic was not the play.
Nope. Not today, I don't think.
I think the play here is Quarry. It's just, will Matthias go to Quarry in a timely manner?
Yeah.
Beauty having some slight difficulty with Lantern is in Quarry somewhere. That is interesting. I don't think we saw him pick that up.
We did not. He didn't full clear Quarry.
Yeah, I guess Lantern is probably lower Quarry. Oh no, he didn't do the main front of Quarry, did he?
Yeah, no. He basically went to Quarry, got enough fairies, and then came back to get the Questagon hint. And then left again.
I believe this room is sealed passage that Beauty is in, and I learned that because I actually did have a hint pointing at the item he's about to check once. I don't remember what was there, but I don't think it was even my item. I think it was an archipelago, but...
Oh, that was fun.
Matthias having a field day with that table as well.
Yeah. It does look like Matthias is probably going to be heading to Quarry now.
I mean, yeah, if you don't have Holy Cross, going to Quarry is just about the only reason you'd go up here.
Yeah.
Annoyingly placed turret being annoying.
Enemy Rando on that particular section is being kind of nasty.
Enemy Rando in general can be kind of rude.
That is very true.
Ooh, Matthias Beauty never picked up this chest. Looks like that table is going to ensure that remains the case.
Oh, he
as
got
best
it.
as
He got
can.
it. Yeah. Still, that is very funny.
I'd also just like to point out how did Beauty get this many potions relative to Matthias? Like what
That is a
string
good
of
question.
events led to this?
He probably just got lucky with a few of the full potion pickups.
Was that I think that might have been the page that's actually supposed to be in that location that Beauty
That
just
would be
picked up.
amazing.
I'm not super sure.
I don't remember what page is supposed to be there.
I don't know which page does what anymore. It's been too long since I played vanilla. The last time I opened the manual intentionally was probably almost a year ago at this point.
Oh, that's where my shield keybind is. I actually unbound the manual so I could bind it to shield.
Yeah, once you have the information, you don't really need the manual unless you're trying to translate lore.
Yeah. Still looking for that Questagon chest. Okay, and yeah, we can see that one that's orb locked is just a fairy.
Yeah. I have mistaken a fairy chest thinking it was green key before.
There are a few areas where the lighting of the area can make those fairy chests look really tempting. But yeah.
But Overworld is not one of those places.
No, it is not. Overworld is somewhere where that is very obviously a fairy chest.
That is absolutely a fairy.
Which we haven't really talked about the chest matches content stuff for Tunic.
That is true.
Which is relatively limited. Looks like he's just gonna open the door.
Open the door and then leave and do something else.
Yeah.
That is a very long animation. I don't blame him.
Yep. Yeah. Which is most like it has relatively limited effects, but it's relevant right now because we will know as soon as he finds the green Questagon. Because it will be green. Most of the chests are just
Holy Cross.
Yeah, most of the chests are just those normal brown chests that you can see Matthias opening right now. But a few of them, specifically fairy chests, the Laurel's chest. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
There's the
green
Questagon.
Beauty technically in go mode here.
Technically, yeah, he can open the way and he can go. But is he going to? Like, it looks like he's at least gonna load it up. So we'll see.
I guess the other chest matches content hints. There are some relatively minor stat upgrades that we haven't really brought attention to. Those are in silver chests. The keys are, of course, in color coordinated chests, and not that it will ever happen this seed because laurels are in a set location that is not a chest. But if you do see, there's Lantern.
Oh, there's Lantern.
But if you do see laurels in a chest, they are a kind of purple glowy chest that is a little easier than I'd like it to be to mistake for the blue Questagon chest. But
or I always mistake it for a treasure chest.
Oh boy. We have Beauty
I usually
quitting out
still
on
go
these
for those
cutscenes
anyway.
Because they are hella long cutscenes. And
They
you have to sit
are
through
real
3 of them, and Beauty does not have time to do that, so...
And also doesn't have the traditional way to skip it of Ice Bolt, since he only has 1/3 of Ice Bolt.
There is actually a slightly less conventional way that I also know of that you can skip it, which is called throwing a bomb at the obelisk and hoping it doesn't roll too far away.
That is another way to skip it. You can also use a code called the Plushie code to skip it. But that
incredible.
honestly takes longer than just say
just
putting out, especially with laurels. It looks
Beauty might be
like
going for it here.
It looks like he's gonna be trying to go for it. He does
That
have
or he
shield.
just wants to know what that is. He doesn't even pick... Oh, because it's a page. He knows he doesn't need pages anymore.
I have flash shard.
Is he going for it?
Looks
He is
like
gonna
he's
go
try
for
it.
He's thinking about it.
Thinking
he's-
about it is the word here.
He's checking
Yeah,
his
it is,
inventory, making sure he's ready.
So he does have the shield. I missed if he found the aura gem somewhere.
don't
And I
believe
can't
he
tell
did.
if it's on his shield. Doesn't look like it.
I didn't see an aura gem.
Yeah. But parry strats still work. Like you
They're just a lot
can
harder.
still parry without the aura gem.
It looks like he is going for orange peril ring strats.
No, it looks like he just got hit by accident.
Oh.
He immediately potioned that.
Ah.
But yeah, the you can see how slow the health bar is going down. Like if Beauty can get this,
It is going to be
with
incredible.
with Laurels, it can be done.
Mhm.
Like careful management of Laurels and stamina can keep you out of the way of the attacks. But if he can get this, he will be done here.
I'd just like to shout out the big head tiny fox Matthias that we have in quarter.
Oh, perfect.
It had to happen at least
beautiful.
once. Actually, that's not big head tiny fox. That's just big fox, big head zoomed out camera is what that is. But
No, I think that's Big Head Tiny Fox.
that's the head's too big for a tiny fox. I think that's just the camera in Quarry being comedically zoomed out as it is.
Wouldn't surprise me. Oh, right there. Okay.
Oh, and Beauty. There goes Beauty.
And that is how wrong the air fight can go.
The air fight is hard, even for top level runners. Now, I'm not gonna say Beauty's going in with particularly exceptional gear at the moment, but
No. Like he could be doing more damage with the yeah. I have already forgotten what it's called again. With the Tearstone ring.
oh, by the way, you can just warp in this cutscene. You can just use laurels.
Yeah, if you have,
you know
if
where
you
you're
have
going.
laurels, you can just blindly go.
Doesn't really hurt to try, and also it's funny. So, does he go for it again? Is the question.
Well, he's at least gonna save so that he's not
He doesn't
watching
have
that
to sit through
cutscene
that
every time.
again.
Yeah. But yeah, he's. Yeah, I don't see an aura gem, and he hasn't. For parry strats, he would usually want to stay much further away as well. So he's not really going for parry strats right now.
He is gonna try for it again.
He is gonna go for it. This is possible. Like Laurels makes a lot of things possible. It is very effective for dodging attacks.
Mm-hmm. Who would have thought being able to teleport out of the way was very effective for dodging an
Oh,
attack?
there's a parry.
He actually got a parry.
Okay.
Impressive. Still though, if Matthias can find that Questagon, just now picking up his laurels, if he finds that Questagon, he is in for.
Yeah, and he does.
What even killed Beauty there? I'm not sure.
So that attack, I don't fully understand it, but it does have a pulse of damage somewhere. You can dodge it, but it can easily kill you like that if you're not prepared for it.
In classic, this is a marathon style. I've never seen that before.
I've definitely died to that before. It's a rough way to lose an air fight because you get all ready to dodge the wave and don't remember that you also need to dodge that pulse, especially if you're at low health or using peril ring strats.
Pretty sure if you have the defense relic, it ends up doing not enough damage to even do damage. I don't think.
I think so, yeah. It's a very small amount of damage. It's really only a danger if you are very low on health. But if you're using Red Tearstone Ring, you are at very low health, so. Especially because usually the setup for it is to just let the air hit you full in the face with one of her really strong attacks. So you're at, like, you are only alive because the game has one-shot protection in certain states. So, yeah.
If Matthias can find this key, or if Matthias finds the green Questagon in a timely manner, he can still pull this victory out.
Yeah, he can, because he has the attack relic, he has laurels, like, he is in a much better spot to be fighting the air. And like, while he didn't get the hint that the Green Questagon is in Overworld, he does have Holy Cross. So just by being exhaustive with Overworld Holy Cross checks, he could find it and he will be in go mode as well. And again, with that attack relic, is much better prepared.
I actually don't know what Matthias's attack stat is. It's only 2 right now, but still, that is considerably more than what Beauty is working with.
Considerably more than 1.
If I can jump in for 1 second here. You might see in chat, Lord Fizz will be put it in there, but we are going to be cutting off our Metroid Prime incentives here in about 5 minutes or so. So if you want to see a suit color change, or if you want to see a different preset, or the HUD color go on, get your donations in right now. It all goes to a great cause. All right, back to you guys.
We have Matthias clearing out Well. Unfortunately, we know from Beauty that Well is full of complete garbage.
I mean, it does have the SP relic.
It did have the SP relic, so that's not complete
and going
garbage.
through it with Laurels is going to be much
faster.
than how Beauty was going through it.
That is true. Actually, another thing, I don't think Beauty had prayer. So
yeah, Beauty did not have prayer. So there's
that
going to be
chest
the one
could technically
check
be something.
that Matthias
like
is going to just
is-
skip, which is not unreasonable. Prayer is a pretty long animation.
I believe it's 3 seconds. Oh,
3 seconds, and then you have to wait for it to go down, and
yeah.
you know,
That that obelisk in particular is like the only one where the wait for it to go down is actually relevant.
Oh yeah. What was that? Where was that sword?
Forest Grave Path. That is, I think it has to be the Holy Cross at the
Yeah, that
Holy
has that
Questagon
would be
location.
the Holy Cross at yeah.
So that's where Sword 4 is.
Yeah. Which we'll see if Matthias decides to go get it.
I
He is
wouldn't
gonna
be
go ahead and
entirely
check
surprised
this.
if he doesn't. He's
Okay,
thinking
yeah,
about
that's
it.
all-
Okay,
that's
he's not
all dead.
interested.
Yeah, all of that is not relevant at this stage. The gold could be if it's not a trap.
Oh, by the way, for the people who aren't familiar with this game, the air has a second phase, which fully replenishes
Yeah.
their health bar and takes about the same amount of time. So
Yep.
Matthias is not even halfway through or Beauty here is not even halfway
Yeah,
through the
it's it's why we're spending a little more time focusing on Matthias here, because there's still an entire phase to go that's going to be about the same and even more dangerous. Because like this attack will be more dangerous, this attack will be more dangerous.
All of the
Like,
attacks are more
yeah.
dangerous.
And most of them will deal a reduction to max HP. So
No,
there's
he's got
quite a
scavenger
lot.
mask on.
I swear that doesn't work on
I'm
her
pretty sure it
attacks,
does.
but I'm not 100% on that.
I think it does. I mean, we'll find out eventually if Beauty gets hit by one
That
of them.
is true.
Because he does have the scavenger mask
He
on.
does.
Really getting some mileage out of that gun.
Gun is occasionally useful. Even has berries to reload it. So he is definitely taking advantage of the distance here,
Definitely.
which is reasonable because he's one shot from dying, and one shot from dying and out of flasks. The next mistake is his last
Well, of this attempt.
of this attempt. Yeah.
Oh, looks like Matthias messed up the code on the tree.
I love the I messed it up dance.
Oh, we have Beauty into phase 2 of the
Yep.
fight. Will he do it? He's got to play flawlessly, or he's getting sent right back to the start of the fight.
He's got to play flawlessly. He has functionally no attack upgrades. This.
I think that's like the one attack that isn't more dangerous, is that one. Actually, no, that's a lie. I think it's a little faster.
The good news about being at no health is the puddles are no danger, even if Scavenger's Mask doesn't help. Oh, and there he
Aw.
goes. Oh.
That is rough for Beauty.
Matthias immediately equipping that muffling bell.
I don't blame him, especially
I
in
don't
enemy
either.
rando, especially Muffling Bell is incredible.
Yeah.
Even in vanilla, it's incredible. And
Yeah,
Matthias
Beauty
finding
is
that
just
sword
going
upgrade,
for it.
and once again instructing me that you can in fact pray at that thing from that room.
Yep.
That is a little time save I will definitely be keeping in mind. And oh
Yep.
boy, there's one of those creatures in West Garden.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, West
I
Garden.
kind of forgot about those. You don't usually see those in West Garden.
I try to forget those every day. those things are scary.
Especially in the context they show up in vanilla.
Yeah.
Rando, they're probably not as dangerous. But
No, not unless you're seeing them early. And generic, like if you're not playing on enemy randomizer, you're not seeing them at all because that
true.
scene just doesn't happen.
I mean, it could if you decide to.
If you want to make it happen, it can happen. But
There is actually one utility for that,
Mhm.
and that is getting into swamp without the ladder. Not that that's a thing because we don't have ladder shuffle on, but
Nope.
if you are playing with ladder rando, the old house key lets you sleep in the bed to enter the night version of the world, and that adds an extra bridge which lets you into swamp without needing to use the ladder. So we have Matthias having a field day with this Holy Cross code.
Yeah, that code is quite long. Full trap.
You love to see it.
Especially love to see Big Head.
Big Head
Oh,
is...
there's the magic wand.
Magic wand
Did,
was there?
did Beauty not get that?
Beauty did not get that.
Huh.
I don't think he... Was that the Holy Cross code that
Yeah, that was no. He had Holy Cross at the
He
time.
had Holy Cross, he just was
He just
thinking,
didn't
I don't
get
have
it.
time to
All
do
right.
this.
I mean, it's a long code. I actually usually try to input it from off screen.
I didn't even
Those
know you
enemies
could do
can be
that.
quite dangerous as well. Yeah, I one of these days I need to go actually fidget with it a little, but you can actually input most codes from off screen. The last input is what matters.
Ah, that makes a surprising amount of sense. Unfortunately, Matthias going the wrong way relative to where the green key is. Not that he knows that, but
Nope. Oh.
that is one thing with Belmoss, is it is a bit out of the way.
Yeah. He does have orb, so he could be grappling down to it. Does look like he's gonna go to it right now, so.
Yep.
Oh,
No!
He's gonna get a chest for
He's going-
Matthias!
He might
Please
get it on the way
please don't
back.
orphan it. I hope he gets it on the way back.
No!
Oh no, where are you going?
Oh
No! Okay, and Beauty is has given Beauty is oh no, where are you going?
no! He's going into
Beauty is
Ziggurat.
going to go get some tools.
Matthias is
and
going to go to
unfortunately-
Ziggurat by the looks of it.
Yeah, by the looks of it. He's got orb, he's got prayer, he's got mask.
I don't think that's going to play out for him very
no,
well.
unfortunately, it's not. Like the only item we really have outstanding is the magic dagger, which would be a great find, but we know where all the swords are. Matthias knows where all the swords are as well. Has most of the other items. Deathstone isn't terribly relevant.
Yeah, at this stage,
Like-
Deathstone doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Well,
could
I
just
mean,
be
I guess it
coming
helps
here-
for getting out, but
Yeah, and like he's done the prayer, so he's definitely preparing to go. He may just be coming up here to get the hint, or hoping to get the hint. This is one of the faster hints to access that also still has checks on the way.
Yeah.
It
it also happens in this case to be the hint he needs.
Yeah, it happens to be the hint that will bail him out of going to Zig. So it's gonna be good for him, and he should be headed to the air fight shortly, unless he wants some more tools as well.
I think Matthias is in a pretty well prepared state. He's got the
I think
attack
so.
relic. He's got Librarian Sword.
And I think with that West Garden clear, there were also some attack offerings there.
Mm-hmm.
So he should be at like at least 4.
Yeah, Matthias is well prepped to smack himself in the face when he finds the green key that he walked right
that
past.
is like. I could picture it right now.
I can see it. Oh God, there's ice.
Oh, yeah.
versions of the
And fire.
wow, and fire versions of that enemy. Good lord, that neither of those sound like anything I ever want to experience.
Yeah, they're not fun. Oh, we are definitely approaching a wind down here.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
Yeah.
like Beauty's barking up the wrong tree in terms of checks, as Matthias showed us earlier.
It is in Atoll, and has Beauty been to? He hasn't been to Atoll or Frog's Domain yet.
No, hasn't been to Atoll. Could have seen the hint that would tell him where the last sword upgrade is, but didn't grab it. Because it was that hint fox at the beginning of West Garden.
And he was in too much of a hurry to actually read that. So
yep, he wanted to get going back to finding the sword. All right, Matthias getting his hint.
he's learning it's overworld. What does he do with this information is the question.
Yeah, it's the rethinks his decisions. I think he's gonna go for a death warp. I don't know if he rested at Quarry.
I believe.
And discovering that Tiny Fox does in fact have a different hitbox. There are enemies who cannot hit you when you are Tiny Fox, and that is one of them.
Between the fact that I generally don't play with traps or enemy rando, I was wholly unaware of that.
It's a beautiful thing. Tiny Fox is great.
Tiny Fox is another thing with Tiny Fox that I don't think we're going to see this run. Tiny Fox gets hit by its own gun projectile.
Or the gun projectile just does damage to it.
It's unclear.
If you fire, it's a little unclear what is happening, but if you fire the gun as Tiny Fox, you will get hit. Another attack offering, so that's good.
Question is, does he check Belmos here?
Looks like me. Oh, he's doing a few more cleanups.
He's getting that one. Understandable.
Ones.
Ooh, that's potion.
Oh, hello,
relic.
potion.
Okay. That's
that was grappling an enemy. Uh-oh. Matthias, no, it's behind you.
Beauty is checking Cube Cave.
Beauty is just looking for tools.
Yeah. Beauty is saying, okay, I forgot there could be a hint fox in this room.
Yeah,
Matthias is completely uninterested.
Which, fair. He's got, he's got attack relic, attack upgrades, the librarian sword. Like, he's mostly good to go here.
Yeah, he's got, I would say, completely reasonable equipment for someone who actually knows how to fight the air.
He's also just skipping that treasure, which is also pretty reasonable. The thing with the treasure stat upgrades is they can never be attack, which is far and away the most useful.
I find that they're mostly SP in my experience. I don't think that's objectively true, but in my experience, it's true.
It's kind of fun. It's a mix. Yes. Wow.
Wow. Did you know there was the sword upgrade you picked up in Swamp is in Swamp? Who knew?
Yeah. The sword upgrade you got what? Oh God.
Like an hour ago. It's just a matter of will Beauty go to Atoll and will Matthias go check that one thing he walked past almost twice. Gonna be at town again. It's just a matter of does he go left? Because he knows what he's looking for is an overworld somewhere.
Yep, he just needs to activate that one thing.
And he will be probably good to win here.
Yep.
No, he's going
And
the wrong way.
Oh no.
Oh no. It also looks like he might not be aware that the overworld caves do not count as overworld in the hints. But, oh, maybe he was just saving? He's going back?
Okay, it looks like he was just saving.
Understandable. I too would want to save there if I just had to walk out of Quarry again.
But he's also not going to... Where? Oh, he's getting a...
He's resetting enemy aggro, I think.
No, he's... I mean, possibly resetting enemy aggro, but he's gonna get it right here. He's probably setting up a small warp back.
That was the I messed up dance that we just saw.
There it is.
He's got his key. Matthias is in go.
And it looks like he is just
he's
going
wasting no
straight
time
back.
getting back to the back to the temple. Yeah, sorry, Beauty. You have to be on the bottom of the staircase to do that.
Yeah, you can go up there, but not down.
Oh, you can go up that? I didn't know that.
You can. It's weird. I don't fully understand why, but you can.
Laurel's... If Laurel's made sense, it wouldn't be Laurel. No, Matthias, don't break them. They're too beautiful.
I assume he's a little short on gold and wants to buy something. Okay, Beauty learning about the last sword upgrade now.
Yeah, presumably... he wants to... I mean,
Yeah,
there's no reason to...
Oh, yeah, no.
Good lord, he's got a
Matthias is in great shape here. Like,
no defense or HP, but... With
but
that much SP and Laurels...
Yeah, lots of SP, Laurels, and 6 attack upgrades. And if he really wants it, he could do Red Tearstone Ring. Like, it would put him in one-hit kill range, but...
I don't know if he picked up Orange Peril.
He did.
He did, okay. I thought he did, but it's hard to tell.
Everything goes by so fast.
Matthias actually watching the cutscene. Perhaps not aware of the quit out that you can do here.
Well, the thing about that quit out is, I mean, he is in speedrun mode, so he can do it, but you have to be in speedrun mode.
Oh.
So if you're not in speedrun mode, you actually can't open the menu there.
I see.
But
that's why I had no success doing that quit.
Yep.
We have Beauty checking Hourglass Cave, which is gross. Not aware of the fact that you can skip this entire sequence with a zip through the corner.
Oh, a little aware. Not doing the zip correctly.
Not doing the better zip. He's aware of the backup zip. There's a better one. You can skip like almost the entire thing in one spot.
I need to know more about this.
Yeah, there's just one corner where you can skip from relatively near the start to almost the end.
Oh, I need to look into that.
It's like,
that sounds
I think it's
great.
Like it's like the first or second ladder you climb up. You just zip left, and it just zips you to almost the end.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Now he quits out.
give me those the full show of unlocking the gate.
Hey, it's a wonderful cutscene.
He put on Tearstone Ring. And the defense Tearstone Ring.
I'm surprised he put that on.
Oh, plan is. You can see him planning.
You can see the ideas happening. You can see the moment he had an idea.
Oh, and Beauty is now in.
He's in Atoll.
So we'll see if he finds the attack relic quickly.
I actually don't remember where in Atoll it was specifically.
It is in the southeast corner. No, southwest corner.
It's behind
the pillar.
Yeah, obscured behind the mountain with the obelisk on it.
All right, Matthias is here for his first shot at the air.
I wouldn't be surprised if Matthias gets this first try.
Yeah, me neither.
He is very well prepared. The only thing he's missing is any form of surviving other than dodging the attacks, but with that much stamina and laurels, you can usually just dodge the attacks. I'm pretty sure he does still get like 3 hit here, but
oh yeah,
no, he gets 2 hit.
Yeah, no, he's in terms of getting hit by things, it's still quite dangerous. But you can see he's doing a lot more damage than Beauty was.
He's also taken a lot more damage.
He has. Which
means we probably get to see another person zipping up the cutscene, but...
Yep.
It also looks like Beauty is probably about to find the attack relic. Unless he goes that way.
They'll get there.
He'll figure it out eventually.
Actually, so you can do laurels there to get to that relic. So he may just be like routing to come up here, and then he's gonna go directly to it rather than around.
Entirely possible. I'm not actually aware of this.
Doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like it. But also it is.
Where?
Looks like he's also
like
not aware you can go there from the other
path.
side.
But yeah, you can do a laurels. Yep, he's got the relic. He's going for the fight.
Like, this might be a photo finish here.
Yeah, this is gonna be close.
Matthias is still, I think, a little bit better prepared.
I think so.
He effectively had more time to prepare because he didn't spend so much of that time. What does Beauty have that Matthias doesn't? And I think the answer to that is, I mean, MP relic for one, but
I think at this point, nothing.
I think it is just the MP relic that Beauty has over Matthias here.
Yeah, which is not
with the gun
relevant.
strats. With gun strats,
that's a little relevant.
That's pretty relevant with gun.
Yeah, no, they both have 6 attack.
Yeah, they're very evenly matched. This is anybody's
This is
game
gonna
here.
be close. This is gonna be whoever kills the air is gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
And now Beauty, no, oh
no.
Also, Beauty is also breaking our ceramic Frox friends for money, and really, who can blame him?
Breaking our hearts as well.
Yeah, but
Matthias into phase 2. Beauty into the fight. This is... Anyone could have this here. This is absolutely a poetic marathon finish.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. Matthias almost had that, but didn't react out of that stun lock. The air is so weird. Sometimes she enters this state where you really feel like she's stun locked into dodging you, and it's not true. It's fake.
Sometimes I think that's called the AI trolling you.
It really is, because like she will just stop doing that abruptly and swing, and like there is no warning, there is no sign. She just abruptly stops dodging. But Matthias still going for the. Matthias is in
peril ring, right?
Yeah, is in peril ring state, so is gonna die if he makes a mistake, but is doing a lot more damage, as you can see there.
He's gonna die if he makes a mistake.
And that should be it for Matthias, I think. Yep, there it is.
GG for Matthias. That was quite a comeback. And Beauty is not far behind. Still at full, has yet to take a hit actually into phase 2.
Yep, Beauty is taking the safer route here of being able to take a hit and heal, but doing a lot less damage.
Interestingly, Beauty may actually have a lower in-game time here.
Probably. Beauty did start a little late, and
I think that's mostly just because Beauty has done so many quit outs.
Yeah, Beauty does a lot of quit outs, compared to Matthias especially.
God, that was a fascinating comeback from Matthias.
Yeah, that was great.
And
it does go to show you how important being able to do a good air fight is, both in terms of skill and gear.
Oh, there's Beauty's first hit this attempt. Oh, interesting. She didn't do that. I thought the air was about to do that thing where she changed 3 dashes into each other in phase 2, which is like just a devastating amount of goop all over the field.
There we go.
And
Beauty
there's GG for Beauty.
Wow.
Absolutely
that was a close finish.
I think real-time wise, the slight delay Beauty had did not end up mattering. As much of a photo finish as that was.
Yeah. I would kind of love to know how much closer that is without that stall. But yeah, I don't think it was long enough to matter.
Suppose we should get our runners back in here, maybe, or
hopefully. There we go.
There we go.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
That was amazing.
That was an incredible finale.
That was a great finish.
Oh, fantastic! Great to hear. How were we?
You may note it. You both joined in, because you both just finished.
No way.
That was that was something. Yeah.
Oh. Man, it's hard to make that call when you're hitting your head up against the air to go back and keep looting. But after like 3 downs, I was like, no, I gotta do it. I'm just not there today.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It was like, you know what? I've got it. Just go.
Yep. And you had attack relic. You had 6 upgrades. You had Tearstone ring. Like, you were good to go. Beauty going in did not have the attack relic.
Oh no.
Yeah,
and,
and sword at least, so that was helpful. But even with that, I took like 3 deaths, including 1 in the second phase. So you know how much time it takes to grind, and that's where I was just like, no, let me go back, and I need either Aura Gem for my shield or the attack relic, and found the attack relic.
Yep.
There you go.
I'm gonna make the bold claim that if Matthias did not go for the orange peril ring strats, that Beauty would have won this.
Oh, almost certainly.
Because I think you two started your final air fights at approximately the same time.
Oh wow.
Ooh. So
Yeah,
we're like super close.
Yeah, you two were
real close, RTA.
You were fighting the air at the same time, and I think your winning attempts overlapped. I think Beauty was maybe a few seconds slower, but also had a slight delay at the start. I think those two canceled each other out in the end, and you two probably did end up entering the air fight at just about the exact same time.
That's insane.
But you really gave us some heartbreaks there, Matthias. You almost ran away with this. And you just didn't do that one holy cross like 3 times.
You walked past the green key so many times.
I was sitting there going, where could it possibly? So everybody, Rad does well, maybe not Rad. I think it's like Fletcher and maybe Scipio or somebody else from our community. They always say like, how you need to do like a tracker, and I'm like, no, I don't do it. I know where every single check is. So when I was going through Overworld after I found out that information for Green Questagon, I was like, where could it possibly be? Oh wait, it has to be on a Holy Cross check.
Yep.
And yeah.
I think we saw the same from Beauty by the looks of it.
Yeah, and I was a little nervous when we picked up 2 of the hexes, like in the first 15 minutes. I got blue hex in 15. I was like,
that was a bit cursed
about the seed.
Yeah, the green key was the funny about this seed.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. And Holy Cross was kind of tucked away too. That was what, in Quarry, right?
Yeah, Quarry underneath the bridge. Yeah.
And that's a check that sometimes I don't even look at. So, in a race setting, I was at least being a little more thorough versus Archipelagos. I'll be a little more loosey-goosey since it's for fun. And, that would have been tragic.
Yeah, wow, you two really did have almost identical stats as well. Beauty picked up an MP relic, but Matthias had more attack stat and also was using Orange Peril Ring.
Let's see.
So where was Air Sword?
Oh, you knew that.
You had
got
that
the hint. It was in Forest Holy Cross check. The Forest Great Path.
Oh, the Forest Holy Cross.
The Holy Cross right next to where Blue Key was.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Both of you read that hint, and neither of you went for it.
Which, I mean, reasonable especially at the stage Beauty got it.
Yep.
Yeah, I was already feeling massively behind. I'm like, that sword's not gonna help me. I need something else.
I think Matthias was fighting the air when you got that hint and just died.
Oh.
Alas.
But that was really good. I really appreciate the FFR community for allowing us to, present Tunic. And I want to point out, guys, if you've never played this game, everything that you've seen here, we might have spoiled a little bit. However, go play it for yourself. This is by far hands down my most favorite game of all time. I highly recommend it. Even if you've seen some of the stuff, you've never played it before, just enjoy it, because you've not just got the game itself, you've also got the manual that is completely translatable, and that's an entire game. But
It's such a good game.
Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely
phenomenal.
wonderful.
Yeah, and join us over in the Tunic speedrunning Discord. There is a Randomizer channel that
Yep.
we all hang out in and help each other out in and learn from. And of course, that's where you can find the Randomizer itself. So especially shout outs to Silent Destroyer, the dev for the Randomizer. Absolutely fun and wonderful work that you've done, and anyone else who's contributed.
Scipio, who I think did all the Plando connections, Fletcher, who gave us the cursed idea of grass randomizer. So there's 6,552
That's who I can blame for
checks.
that.
Yeah, you can blame Fletcher for that. They brought that up as a curse thing. But there's always something new. In fact, we found a skip last night for Beneath the Well that we hadn't even seen ever. So
It was Beneath the Vault.
Oh, Beneath the Vault. Sorry, Beneath the Vault. We found a skip that we didn't even know existed. So there's always something new within this community, and I will tell you, out of every speedrunning community I've been a part of, this one has been 100% top of the line. They will help you every which way, even if you're just missing that one check out of 300, or if you're playing the randomizer, 302.
And if we can leave anybody with anything, is that there is, we saw a lot of random things, but there's something hidden in this game that you can only find from something IRL. And so we're going to share that today, if everyone will look to my screen.
Oh, yes.
Oh, boy.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Enjoy the cuteness.
I think the stream delay
All
is
right.
making this awkward.
Oh, probably. Code.
Of course.
There it goes.
There it is.
Enjoy the
Good.
cuteness.
So cute.
All right. Any final thoughts from my co-racer, Matthias?
You know what? Honestly, this could not have been a better place or a better time to do this. And I really appreciate that you reached out to the community, and you know what, that you allowed me to help participate in racing against you. Hands down, could not have picked a better racer to play this game for a very well thought out cause.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you so much for Krielias and Amata-chan's time to do commentary. I hope I said your names right. I am terrible with names, but
We
very
all
much
are.
appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
And shout out on my behalf too to the FFR community for hosting us. It's been a blast.
All right.
Absolutely.
And thank you guys. We love having you around. It's always fun to see a little fox run around our screens. So thank you guys.
All right. Have a great day, everyone.
See ya.
Have a good
We
one.
are
Goodbye.
We are going to get ready to have a transfer over with 3 streamers here, but before we do, we did have one more donation come in at the end of that run. Dicey donated $100 and just says, GG all, very much so. And with that donation, it puts us at $5,220 to the Burn Children's Fund. Keep up the good work. We're about $600 or so away from our all-time total ever. So let's see if we can beat that. We still got a few more runs today. We'll be back in just a few moments, though.